Have you ever entered a shop to buy one particular item and left with 5 more? We're masters at rationalizing overconsumption, especially on Black Friday when bombarded with an endless number of discounts and special deals. A few smart ones may use this opportunity to buy something they've had on their list for a long time. The new coffee machine, new running shoes, or the sound system for their living room. But come on, how often do you catch yourself adding items to the cart you initially didn't intend to buy? Because you tell yourself that
these tights go perfectly with my new shoes.
Or
for great coffee, I don't only need that machine, but also a coffee grinder.
There's actually a name for this purchase phenomenon. Stay tuned to learn more about it and how to avoid tapping into the Black Friday trap this year. Hey there, great to see you again for today's video. My name is Ava, I'm a psychologist and head of content at FlowLab, a mental fitness app that helps you achieve peak performance and flow states with personalized and science-backed guided meditations. You can win a free yearly subscription of FlowLab Pro, so stay tuned, we'll talk about how to participate later in this video. Last thing before we start, if you enjoy our content, it would mean a lot to us if you subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. It's Black Friday, this time of the year again where we can't escape the flood of irresistible discounts, vouchers and special deals. Perhaps you've been toying with the idea of getting a new coffee machine and, smart shopper as you are, you've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to finally go for it. Well, if only it would stay with that coffee machine. Because before you can say discount, you proceed to check out with a number of additional items you couldn't resist, although you didn't intend to buy them. And you tell yourself that
a good coffee grinder is a must.
And that
coffee tastes better in a proper cup.
But if you have new coffee cups, your plates don't fit their style anymore. So maybe you should get new ones too, to keep the harmony in your kitchen shelf. Do these lines of argument sound familiar to you? Grant McCracken coined this phenomenon the Diderot Effect. Purchases don't necessarily happen solely based on their necessity or functionality. Instead, one purchase can drive us to consume even more things. And this is even more true when bombarded with time-limited offers, isn't it? The story behind the Diderot effect dates back to the 18th century, where the rather poor French philosopher Denis Diderot was given a new elegant gown. It was so eye-catching, compared to his humble robe he used to wear before, that in fact any other of his possessions looked kind of drab and shabby next to it. No sooner said than done. He got himself a new shiny kitchen table, new art on the walls, a leather-covered armchair, ending up in debt. In his words, I was the absolute master of my old robe. I have become the slave of the new one. If you look around, what are items that you bought impulsively or simply to justify another purchase and make it look less out of place? Perhaps the decor you bought to fill a new shelf, new kitchen knives that look better on your new magnetic knife holder, or perhaps earphones that complement your new phone. But it's not only the snowball effect. Sometimes simply being exposed to a discount is enough to trigger the Diderot effect. Even if you don't need anything in particular, the option to save a special deal can create the desire for a change and tempt you into rationalizing why you need this new stuff. Because no one wants to miss the chance of getting stuff for a much cheaper price, right? Or even better, getting things for free. And if you're already rationalizing, perhaps you want to rationalize participating in our giveaway too. You can win a free yearly subscription of FlowLab Pro so you can improve your mental fitness and experience more fulfilling flow states with our guided meditations. In the app, you'll complete an entry test to assess your strengths and areas of improvement, and based on that, receive a weekly training plan. To participate, you just need to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment telling us which product you bought impulsively, even though you didn't really need it. We'll contact the winner on December 5th. In order to avoid overconsumption and spare your wallet, the most obvious strategy is to consciously take time to question whether you actually need these items, what advantage or benefit they really have, and perhaps consider delaying the purchase decision so you can sleep over it. Also, there may be second-hand alternatives that are just as good and better for our planet. We talked about that in our video on sustainable actions that are easy to implement in your daily life. I'll put the link in the info box. Usually, impulse buying provides us with a short burst of dopamine, making us feel good in the moment. But it's a fleeting feeling that won't make you happy for long. And that's why it's worthwhile to dig a little deeper. When you catch yourself impulse buying, you could ask yourself which underlying need is motivating you. In many cases, it's not about the product itself. It's about seeking positive or escaping negative emotions and fulfilling needs that we're not always aware of. A purchase can function as a reward after a long day at work. We may buy something to shape our identity and create the feeling that we belong to a certain group of people. We may try to cover feelings of loneliness, sadness, or boredom with consumption or have FOMO when missing out on the latest trend. To start with, become aware of the feelings you have when feeling the urge to buy something you don't necessarily need. Where in your body do you feel it most intensely? Maybe you know this feeling from another situation in the past. Can you even find a name for this feeling? You can also improve your emotional awareness with our flow session Rock Steady and your impulse control with Grounded, both in the training area of ease in the Flow Lab app. Also ask yourself what you think will change when buying these items. How will you feel in the short and in the long term? What do you associate with these items? Maybe that a new car will communicate prestige, a new couch that you have an eye for aesthetics, or a new device that you're technically skilled and modern. Over time, you may identify patterns, feelings that keep recurring, ideas on how purchases will change your future, or situations in which the impulse to consume is strongest. If you really take the time to reflect on these things, maybe you realize that you're most often tempted to overspend, for example, when you're feeling down, when things are uncertain and you feel the need for control, or when you get bored by your current routine and feel the urge to reinvent yourself. And this can be super interesting, becoming aware of the needs that you're trying to satisfy and trying to find other, more sustainable ways to do so. If you want to gain more insight into the underlying motives that drive you, you can check out our flow session Beneath the Surface that you'll find in the training area of Drive in the Flow Lab app. I hope these impulses help you to avoid overspending on this year's Black Friday and become more mindful about your consumption. You can train your emotional awareness and reflect on your underlying motives with the Flow Lab app if you like, and don't even have to spend a penny if you win our free yearly subscription. To participate, just give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and tell us in the comments which item you mindlessly bought even though you didn't need it. Other than that, have a fantastic day and see you next time.